and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming, or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. He'll try from the... Oh, it's come off the upright.
अरे घुस के बड़ा मार अरे
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference? Well, Peter, I really like the look of this guy, Kim Min-jae. He's a player who has all the characteristics that modern centre-backs need. But particularly it's his pace that is made to count. So his team can step up the pitch, and he's got the recovery speed to tidy things up when there aren't too many back to help out. So I think that will be a key part of what we may see unfold here. No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence... Oh, shooting chance!
वाड़ी
Goal! Republic of Korea! The first significant strike. That is simply terrific. Finished with beautiful deftness. Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary. South Korea penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. He's found a way through. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. He's had a shot! And that is wildly off target. Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is. He's shooting! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter. That's a little off target. Now that looks a decent ball. He's picked his way through. Lee Kang in. Lee Kang shapes to shoot! And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous. Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that. He's going for goal! Oh, split-second reaction. Wang Hee-chan actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. It's their second quarter of the game. Kim Min-jae. And he's played it back. He's having a pop! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Lee Kang-in! And it's there! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection. Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. A probing pass. Plenty to aim at. Can he finish? And he's stuck it away. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it. Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob. Things looking so easy, almost. It's Son Heung-min! And he hits the net! And they're threatening to fly away here! Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. South Korea are having a ball here. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan, and this is Son Heung-min. Oh, he's having a go! That's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing. South Korea really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye. South Korea enjoying a half which is little short of perfect. The dominant force, the only force in a one-sided contest. So we're straight back at it at the start. He's in one-on-one. And the finish! And it's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come. It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them. And he's found a way past. He's having a hit! Oh wow, that's crazy! I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. And that means just one thing. Match ball. This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. He's under a lot of pressure there. Low quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Chance! No, it's wide. South Korea certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking. Hwang Hee-chan being hounded, manhandled at times. Well, he helps himself. Son Heung-min! Incredible! Just incredible! Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways. And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business. Doesn't he just? Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him. And he's intervened well there.
Sure, Mr. Wall. Time was enough.
Marina. Jurashek. Under an awful lot of pressure. Nicely aimed pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Takes on his marker. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. There's the shot! And the counter is on. And he was quick to react. Into the last 5 minutes. Aimed beyond the defence. That's good vision. Chooses to deal with it himself. Lee Kang-in, looking understandable. Tries one from range. It's... Oh, he's been caught napping. That's a sharp pass. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And here's Son Heung-min. He'll try from distance. think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that will be the final act. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with
আয় পাল একটু লেট কুইক কাউন্টার
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3. Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1. And it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look. They've got to make this nice and quick. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal? Well, a lot has been said, Peter, about this guy, Julian Alvarez. I remember him from his breakout performance back in 2020 in the group stages of Latin America's greatest club competition, where I'm pretty sure I remember he got 5 goals and an assist. Now, back then, I saw him as a very versatile forward who can play anywhere across the line, so this is a great guy to have in your squad. Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Cadiolu cuts out the pass. Serginho. Alvarez. Filippo Inzaghi. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Goal. Goal. What? Oh.
Portugal with the corner. They're first. Aubameyang with the clearance. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Alvarez. Bellingham. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. He made it look a bit predictable. Van de Ven. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Now it's Hazard. He is through here. Van Balten getting this one clear. Serginho. And it's McAllister. And he was quick to react. Cadiolu. Alvarez. Pass somewhat off target. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that. Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. That pass has been well intercepted. Serginho, he's shifting through the gears here. Gerrard. And that signals the end of the first period. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half? Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well, and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good. Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half. Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this. And here's Roberto Carlos. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Portugal have their second corner now. Oh, good fly!
What a goal!
Well,
What a
whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Great corner, and he did the rest. So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly. So the first goal of the game. And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Not the most accurate pass. Bellingham. Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they? Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending, at least. Shot a goal!
Arre bhai.
And that's a tiny finish! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye! Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish. That's what he lives for. Great chance!
কেমনে গোল মারা ঠিক করে
Keeper,
ওরা
but missed the target. Owen might just be
আমরা
regretting
দ্বিতীয়বার মারলে গোল
what
হইতো
was
এটা
probably the toughest of his options.
ফার্স্ট বারে মারলে সেটা
Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Played in by Roberto Carlos. And that has been knocked clear. Inzaghi. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Serginho. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Owen receives it in a wide position. Quick look, then plays it in. And that has been cleared. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Oh, Red, nice interception. This is intriguing. Next goal, critical. It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. Van de Ven did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
ওরে রাতলা করে গোল দিতে
And that's another fine save. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. Oh, super find. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. And there goes the final whistle.
Shit.
A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Filippo Inzaghi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
গোল কি কই
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Portugal certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
আরে বাল
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture? Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger. Oh, shooting chance!
very good.
He's delivered all right! Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in. I doubt very much that this... Here's a chance! He doesn't look too happy with that. I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance. Moved on forwards. Quality ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Owen. He tries a shot!
কুত্তার বাচ্চা একটা
But he got
পিছনে
rid because he was under pressure.
হ্যাঁ
Goes for goal!
ওরে
It's off target and by quite a way. Portugal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to look. Ah, he's given it away! Oh, there's a probing ball. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lovely ball and a real... Rizal!
ওয়াও
Oh, it's come off the upright. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Tries to pass it through. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. It's Inzaghi!
এই ইঞ্জাঙ্গি
And he couldn't finish.
Inzaghi,
Filippo Inzaghi
brutal.
has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. That's a throw. Gerrard. Such good technique. And that is headed for the middle. Oh, super ball. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Knocks it into space. Yamal, he's picked his way through. Now, who's going to be first to this? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Llorente promptly onto that, and that is that. Rudiger. And claimed it back swiftly. Juve. Now, can they get him away? It's a threatening but Juve!
হোয়াট
Delicious from Juve!
কেডা
He's got himself an absolute peach. They are right back they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty
Goal?
fired up now.
What?
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike. Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter. We're looking at a different game now. This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Played into space. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. And the shot! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. The midway point of the game. Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch, with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing. Good chance here!
What?
Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort. Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials. Roberto Carlos. Gerard. Skin big chance! I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there, and he's lucky his mate was wide awake to that. That has been cut short. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. Real chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there. Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Now then, the ball's come loose. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's on it. Can he get away? Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Portugal are looking to break at pace. And here's Inzaghi. And it's McAllister. Oh, some tackle that. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he's managed to get free. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Looking to play him in.
Yeah.
Llorente. Messi, who does have an assist to his name. England appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. That was asking just too much of him. Silvestre. Messi. Now it's Yamal. Messi. And the shot!
Wow.
And how did he not put that away? Messi has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. And that's been intercepted. That was well played. Well stopped. Chance! And no! He had to, and yet he could not. Azar. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Berbatov. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Torres. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that's going to be a booking. And it's Rijkaard. Out towards the flank. Oh, Red, nice interception. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Oh, important interception. And the referee brings it to a close. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd...
Oh, shot the green.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Can he get on the end of this?
Pirlo.
Musiala. Now it's Shevchenko. Spread to the right.
What?
He has found the way through. He'll try from distance. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Portugal yet to have an attempt on goal. No way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Shevchenko. Now it's Owen. Messi.
Yeah.
Stood up well to him there. Roberto Carlos.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Szoboszlai. Threads one in. Szoboszlai. He's found a way through. Slicer shots!
What?
Oh, it rattles the bar! Oh, he's done very well to take that back. It's Gerrard!
Gerrard.
Good try, very good try, in fact. Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he? And he's chosen to go back. Great vision. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Shevchenko, looking for options for movement. The less said about that pass, the better. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And it's Gerrard. Portugal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Chiellini. Gerrard. That's it, 45 minutes up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side yet off the mark. Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet. So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So the first half brought no goals. Pirlo. Szoboszlai. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pinches it off him. McAllister. Alexander-Arnold. Tries to pass it through. Chance!
Oh,
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up. That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside. England have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different. Hazard. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Hazard!
wow.
And he stuck it away! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous. Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed. So the first goal of the game. Well, it looks like a bit of... It's Pirlo! Pirlo really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment. And he was quick to react. Pirlo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's a little off target. Pirlo, rapid and full of intent. Now, who's going to be first to this? That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break. They're coming again and again. Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. He is through here. Can he finish? It's in. 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish. Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me? Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up. You can really sense how important... Szoboszlai! Another one of football's and how moments. Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now. Spread out to the left. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's been played through. Lovely. It's Asa!
ও আজাদ
Relentless!
Mind game.
Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly. That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there. A case now of complete control. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. And here's Shevchenko, and he's running through. That has been slung wide. He's got away. McAllister. And that's that.
Portugal, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such.
কিলো मेरी जान तूने मुझको पागल किया मेरी लगाना जिया तेरे आगे तुम्हारे दिल जो मैं तुझको अपनी बाहों में छुप के रखूंगा मानो পিলার দেখলাম না পিলারটা দেখো
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. In modern football, the role of the defensive midfielder has become hugely important. Talking of which, he's going for goal! Good try, very good try in fact. I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Best. Pull it. He'll try from distance.
গুলি
Right. That is just a piece of art. Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his caliber can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again. Oh,
Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp. Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it. Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Neymar. And he's got the beating of his man. It's Neymar!
What a goal, Neymar!
A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye. Well, that's so refreshing. They win a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant. That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection. So they have it all to do again. Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. Neymar! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well seen. Saw that coming. That was well played. Well stopped. Neymar.
নেইমার একটু ঘুরতে পারলেই তো।
Best. Nicely aimed pass. Looking for options for movement. Best. Nice control. Now, can they get him away? Nice interception, well timed. Neymar. Tries to play it through. And that could set him on his way.
জোরে গেল না
That's a
বেশি।
simple one for the keeper. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. Full it. Messi. Very much a man of this moment.
ও
Messi.
করতে দিস না।